That's okay. Good morning, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for programs on our Prince of Wales campus. Could I ask you to please rise if you're able for the entrance of our graduates? Remain standing for the singing of the Mi'kmaq Honor Song by traditional knowledge keeper Richard Lush of Lennox Island First Nation, followed by the singing of O Canada by Caitlin Robinson, new graduate of the Music Performance Program.
I get me dead on my head, don't tell you no days. Nigga my sto, him my we've done it. I get me dead on my head, don't wait back so days. Nigga my sto. Hey,
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love and all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté le paix, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. My name is Shelley Bradley. I'm the registrar at Holland College, and I'm so happy to be celebrating with you today. We acknowledge that Holland College is located on the unceded traditional territory of the Mi'kmaq Nation of the Wabanaki Confederacy in the traditional district of Ebiguid. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you, graduates, to your families, and to your friends. Joining me on stage this morning is Jesse Inman, Chair of the Holland College Board of Governors, the Honorable Zach Bell, Minister of Workforce and Advanced Learning, and Dr. Sandy McDonald, President and CEO of Holland College. Please join me in welcoming our platform guests. I'll now invite traditional knowledge keeper Richard Lush of Lennox Island First Nation to give a blessing.
All right, Gwe, Ninda Luisi, Gipo Malkiwanu. Spoke to you in my traditional Mi'kmaq language, and I'm so tremendously honored to be here today. All I said in that space was, my name is Eagle Dancer. That's my traditional name. I come from Lennox Island, and in Mi'kmaq, we always kind of like to have an understanding of who we're speaking to into the crowd. So in Mi'kmaq, we say hello as Gwe. Can we say Gwe together? Go away with ya there, bye, eh? little kind of quirks to kind of get it embedded into the brain. So now let's take a next step forward and say, if I wanted to know what someone's name was, I would say Deluisin. So in response, you would say Neen Deluisi. Can we say Neen Deluisi together? 1, 2, 3. Amazing. That means my name is. So let's put those two together. Say Gwe, Neen Deluisi, and your own name. 1, 2, 3. Holy Mi'kmaq speakers in the room, eh? Well done. That's a little bit of what reconciliation looks like, continued education. And that's exactly what we're celebrating today with each and every one of you. For not so long ago, I myself sat in that chair and was a graduate of Holland College. And Holland College equipped me with tremendous skills and abilities that I was able to, chase dreams. For when I first came here, I wanted to be a professional American football player. And it took a long time, and it took a lot of skill, took, as they say, those hours and hours and hours of dedication. And I was able to accomplish that. I got to play in Montreal, Hamilton, traveled to United States of America and played in Atlanta for Pro Indoor. And I got to accomplish those dreams. And it wouldn't have happened without Holland College. Now, each and every one of you have your own dream, your own inspirations. And it's so valid and it's so important to follow those dreams and continue that path. This path may have been bumpy along the way. There might have been some sleepless evenings and struggles within, mental health. But you have accomplished it today. You're here today. And you're going to walk this beautiful stage as a graduate. Now, finally, I want to end with a little Mi'kmaq prayer for guidance and support. So Mi'kmaq, we say, Jugo e niskam, walalio bukta, walalio depgunaset, walalio nagunaset, walalio sikamu, walalio nidap, walalio. Simply, all I stated was, I give thanks to the sun, I give thanks to the moon, I give thanks to the ground to which we walk on, I give thanks to Bukdao, our fire that provides heat, I give thanks to our family and our friends, most importantly, those that supported each and every one of you on this path. Make sure when you finish this stage, you appreciate them. You give them thanks for being in your corner always, because it's so important in life. And of course, I give thanks to each and every one of you. We're beyond proud of this first step in your education path and the path in life. So congratulations, each and every one of you. We're so proud. Walalio, huh?
Thank you, Richard. On behalf of the Holland College Board of Governors, Jesse Inman will now bring opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. The Honorable Sack Bell, Minister of Workforce and Advanced Learning, Dr. Sandy McDonald, President and CEO of Holland College, and to all the distinguished guests in our audience, and especially you, the graduates, your parents, staff, and faculty of the college, and all of your friends. On behalf of the Holland College Board of Governors, it is my great pleasure to join you here today for this celebration of graduates from the Prince of Wales College. The Holland College Board of Governors is made up of a group of individuals, both from the community and from the college, who bring a wide range of experiences and perspectives. But one thing that we have in common, and the reason why we sit around that table, is that we believe in education. We believe in you and your education. So this is a very important milestone in your life, and you should be incredibly proud of what you have achieved. It's not just a celebration of academic accomplishment, but also of creativity, compassion, perseverance, and personal growth. The programs represented here this morning reflect something truly special about Holland College, the power of education to shape communities, inspire ideas, tell stories, support people, and bring creativity to life. Whether you are caring for children or youth, supporting vulnerable individuals, communicating important stories, designing visual experiences, creating music and art, capturing moments through photography and videography, or building immersive digital worlds through animation and gaming, your work has impact. It influences how people feel, how they connect, how they heal, and how they understand one another. You have chosen professions that require not only skill and talent, but also empathy, imagination, and most of all, heart. As you move forward through this chapter of your life, remember that success is not just measured in titles or awards or financial achievements. True success is found in using your abilities to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Author Marianne Radmacher once wrote, "As we work to create light for others, we naturally light our own way." I believe that quote beautifully reflects the spirit of so many of you graduates here today. Through your creativity, your compassion, communication, and care for others, you have the ability to bring light to the world, and we need that now more than ever. I would also like to acknowledge the incredible faculty and staff who supported you throughout your journey at Holland College. I thank them for sharing their knowledge, their encouragement, their patience, and their passion to help you come to where you are today. And to the parents and families and friends, thank you for the countless ways that you supported these graduates along the way. Your encouragement, your belief, sacrifices helped make this day possible. Graduates, I hope that your memories of Holland College remain with you for many years to come. I hope you remember not only the assignments, projects, rehearsals, deadlines, and exams, but also the friendships, the laughter, the growth, and the moments that you discovered when you discovered what you are capable of becoming. So as you continue forward on this journey, be generous with your talents, support one another, stay curious, continue learning, continue creating, and continue caring. It's also very important along the way to take time for joy, for what you're doing, creativity, and not just working hard all the time, and really making meaningful relationships in the world. So I can also say that I am very pleased to tell the whole room that you are the newest group of Holland College alumni. You're joining a group of over 50,000 people around the world that are part of this family. And wherever life takes you, we hope that Holland College will always be a part of your story, because you will always be a part of ours. And finally, graduates, never underestimate what power you bring to the world. It could be a kind word, a creative idea, a story well told, a helping hand, a moment of inspiration. These things are very important and matter deeply. So congratulations, class of 2026. We are very proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to hear what the next chapter of your life is about. We wish you the very, very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. Now I'd like to invite the Honorable Zach Bell to bring greetings from the province.
Thank you very much, Shelley. Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. It's such a pleasure to be here. I was saying to Board Chair Jessie and President and CEO Dr. Sandy that this is one of the favorite events in my calendar. I absolutely love sharing in your special day today. It is a great pleasure to be here on behalf of the province of Prince Edward Island. Je suis très heureux d'être ici aujourd'hui en nom du gouvernement de l'île de Prince-Édouard pour cette journée importante dans votre vie. First and foremost, I do want to congratulate all of our graduates here. Avant tout, je tiens à féliciter tous les diplômes. So reaching this point is a real accomplishment, one that reflects not only your hard work, your dedication, but also your resilience and your determination. You have chosen paths that lead to meaningful careers as child and youth care workers, early childhood assistants, and professions in human services, journalism and communications, the arts, and digital media. These are fields that shape how we care for one another, how we tell our stories, and how we build strong, connected communities. The programs that you have completed are both challenging and rewarding. They prepare you for what makes a difference. They require creativity, critical thinking, strong communication skills, and a commitment to growth. Each of you have demonstrated these qualities, and they will serve you well as you begin your careers in your chosen fields. I'm going to be very brief, but I want to talk about quickly those things, and I was joking with Sandy and Jessie that, you know, I find their words, and Richard did such a great job. I find Richard so inspirational, and I know that Dr. Sandy, this will be one of his last graduation ceremonies as he's moving on. And just on behalf of the province of Prince Edward Island, I talk about those things, that creativity, that critical thinking, and strong communication skills, as well as a commitment to growth. Dr. McDonald, I do want to say thank you, because I think you embody all of those attributes. And as students, as you make your way out into the community, as you make your way out into your careers, into your jobs, you know, it's so great when you have great leadership from the board, from the president, from all of your instructors, and I just, again, wanted to thank you publicly for all the great work you do. I think we can give Dr. McDonald a big round of applause. So as I wrap up here, I just want to say we are always so proud to see the talented individuals that will be entering our island's workforce. Your creativity, your empathy, your innovation will contribute to our communities in a meaningful way and also help move our province forward. As you do enter this next chapter, I encourage you to keep asking questions, remain open to new opportunities, and continue to build on what you have learned here at this amazing facility, at this amazing college, Holland College. Congratulations once again on the significant achievement. Encore une fois, toutes mes félicitations pour cette belle réussite. You should feel proud of everything that you've accomplished and excited for your path ahead. I do want to say thank you and merci.
Thank you, Minister Bell. In lieu of a guest speaker, we've asked community leaders and recent alumni to share some words of congratulations.
Congratulations to the graduating class of Holland College. Getting here took hard work, determination, and commitment. You should be proud of what you've accomplished. Holland College has prepared you well, giving you the skills and experience to take the next steps in your careers and in your communities. Wherever your path takes you, know that Prince Edward Island is proud of you. Congratulations, graduates, and all the best in the years ahead.
Hello, graduating class of 2026. This is Christian from the graduating class of 2023 with the Human Resource Program. Currently, I'm working as a Senior Recruitment and Immigration Coordinator with Configuration Capital, and I would like to just congratulate you for the amazing work you've made it thus far. The only advice I have is that we all have big ambitions, but after school you realize that you receive little opportunities. Make use of it and it will take you to wherever you want to go. Again, congratulations and enjoy the rest of your day. It's all about you. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, Holland College graduates. My name is Patrick Ledwell. I'm with the college, and I'm here to say that you are ready for the future that you've planned. Plumbers, you're ready to plumb. Chefs, you're ready to be chefs. Dental assistants, you're ready to assist with dentistry. I'm also here with the good news that you're also ready for the future that you haven't even planned yet. Chefs, you may go on to be teachers. Plumbers, you'll be entrepreneurs. And dental assistants, well, my nurse practitioner is a proud graduate of dental assisting here at the college. Congratulations on setting the path forward. You're ready for the future.
Hey, my name is Mike Callahan. I am a graduate of Holland College's Primary Care Paramedicine program, class of 2017, as well as the Advanced Care Paramedic program, which is class of 2020. Currently, I work up north in Nunavut and Northwest Territories with Advanced Medical Solutions in more of a clinic setting rather than ambulance setting. Just wanted to do this message to say congratulations to all of the new grads and best of luck in years to come.
Graduates, it's Jess,
Scott, and Darcy from the Ocean 100 Morning Show.
and we just want to take a moment to send a big congratulations to the graduating class of 2026.
All the early mornings, the late nights, the exams, the hard work, you did it. You're finally there. You can rest easy now and get out into the workforce.
And you should know that all of PEI is very proud of you.
You have the skills, the talent, and the drive to do amazing things in your next chapter. And if we said it, it must be true.
Congrats to the class of 2026.
Hello, graduates. I'm Kathleen Casey, and on behalf of the Holland College Foundation Board, we offer you our congratulations. We hope you enjoyed and remember your time at Holland College, whether it was meeting new friends, learning more about beautiful Prince Edward Island, or through your educational experience. The Holland College Foundation has been pleased to assist many of you as students. You have now joined a worldwide network of proud Holland College alumni. You're part of the family. We wish you great success, no matter where your Holland College education takes you. We hope you keep in touch with the Alumni Office and let us know what you've been up to.
I'd now like to welcome Liam Corcoran, Executive Director of Programs, to introduce our valedictorian.
It is my pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, a graduate of the Video Game Art and Animation program. He has been an exemplary student whose dedication and ambition truly set him apart. Not only did he consistently push himself to achieve his best, but he also uplifted those around him with his approachable nature and strong communication skills. Well respected by his classmates and known for his engaging personality, he brings both meaning and authenticity to everything he does and has been an inspiration to others. Please join me in welcoming to the stage this year's valedictorian, Scott Morrell.
How well does this thing work? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Speech, how boring. Okay. I'll do my best to keep things short, let's say 5 or so minutes, because honestly, my nerves are off the charts right now. I was not built for this, but here I am. My name is Scott, as previously mentioned, and I'm a graduate of the Video Game Art and Animation program. I would, of course, be remiss if I didn't thank all of the staff, students, family, and friends for making this possible for not only myself, but for all of us here today. And to my fellow graduating classes, we are officially unemployed from our field of work. Now that isn't so bad. That isn't so bad. We all know that job hunting is scary, and putting yourself out there is even scarier. One thing that is shared between each and every single one of us is undoubtedly irreplaceable and is undoubtedly special, and that is creativity. Now, that applies differently to every class, of course. You know, childcare has creative problem solving, and then there's the research, the journalism that comes with journalism, and the more obvious creating of the graphic design field, photography, et cetera, et cetera. But think about the creative passion that we have there. I would like you to visualize it as a small fire that is burning inside of your chest, okay? And that fire will do anything in its power to shine. I promise you of that. So let it guide your path, and you will land somewhere that you want to be. Now for me, personally, that fire comes back to my geeky world of original characters that I love to explore through video game-ready artwork, be that 3D models, comics, what have you. The assignments that was given to me through Holland College pushed me in these ideas in ways that I never would have imagined. For the other graduating students here, I'd like you to think about one assignment that pushed you out of your comfort zone in a similar way. Think about, the vindication, just how good it felt to have it done. That was the key to my experience here at Holland College. The safety netting allowed me to make mistakes alongside some of the most talented people that I've ever met in my entire life. It has been the best time. In high school, I and many others here, I'm sure, were introverted, awkward, and even disliked by some people that didn't get it. I was hell-bent on trying to fit in, getting this triangle in through this square hole. And it just wasn't gonna happen. College was so much different. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be different if you're going to a class with people of your shared interests as opposed to a gym class with people that you're never going to see again. But I was so surprised by the amount of community that post-secondary school provided me with. Now, I ask, do you think I'm still introverted? I'd like to think that the answer is no. It was a gift to watch me and myself, wow, look at me, maybe I am still introverted. Watch me and the others around me become more of themselves. Now, where am I going with this? I'm talking about my journey through high school. I'm talking about all this stuff. Well, I saw a post online not too long ago that said that the human life is 4,000 weeks long. I think that sounds short. That sounds short, right? Well, think about what can happen in 1 week. One could be the most exciting, most vindicating adventure you've ever been on. The next, the most difficult heartbreak. I'm losing my speech here. I've learned that spending these precious weeks that we have on this earth, trying to fit in, to assimilate into a crowd that you do not belong in, is not worth your time. And as I wrap up, if I had any advice to give everyone here, that's everybody. That's people watching at home, that's you, that's everybody here with me today. It would be to not compare yourself negatively to other people, as it is the thief of joy. The only one that you should compare yourself to is to you. Fuel your own fire, and don't snuff out somebody else's just to burn your own. Let people inspire you as opposed to envying them. You are all capable. I am very proud of each and every single one of you. Thank you for giving me the time to pause through my messy speech, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, for that energetic, wonderful speech. Each year, Holland College presents a President's Award of Dedication to a student at this ceremony. Nominations for awards are made by faculty and staff to honor students who exhibit dedication to their program, personal achievement, and consistent positive contributions to their learning environment. I'll ask Liam Corcoran to return to the podium to announce the winner.
Thank you, Shelley. This year's recipient of the President's Award of Dedication is a graduate of the Fundamental Arts program, Misty Ramsey. Misty has experienced immense growth this year, both through her coursework and independent projects. Even while managing significant challenges, her resilience and determination never wavered. She met each opportunity with strength and perseverance. Misty is deeply committed to her development as an artist. She actively contributed to class critiques, offering thoughtful, constructive feedback, and continually sought ways to challenge herself beyond her comfort zone. Her openness to learning and steady pursuit of excellence set her apart. Beyond her own achievements, Misty is known for her kindness and generosity. She uplifted her classmates with genuine encouragement and meaningful gestures, using her artistic talents to support others in heartfelt ways. Misty will be continuing her education at Holland College next year in the graphic design program, where we are sure she will excel. Please join me in congratulating Misty as this year's President's Award of Dedication recipient.
Thank you, Liam, and congratulations, Misty. Now we'll get to the part of the ceremony you've all been waiting for, the presentation of our diplomas and certificates. We ask that guests refrain from leaving their seats during the ceremony. We do have a professional photographer on site who is going to take pictures of every grad. You'll be able to download those pictures in just a few days using the link on the online program. During today's ceremony, I'll only announce the names of the students that are with us today, but we recognize the graduates who are unable to be with us for a variety of reasons, and we hope that they're having a private celebration of their own. The credentials will be awarded in the order as presented in the online program. President Sandy McDonald will present the credentials to our graduates, and our program managers and faculty will meet students along the side of the stage. Child and Youth Care Worker Program, starting with Sophia Bell. Eden Bertram. Kira Betts. Crystal Bridges Gallant. Aaron Dodds. Madison Grace Dyer. Natalie Bijou Essuman. Emily Fennessy. Megan Gallant. Isabella Gregory. Brianna Hughes. Dallas Hughes. Lucas Leclerc. Sydney Ling. Jack McDonald. Alicia Morton. Tyler Newson. Brandon Perry. Rita Kayla Chodoro Ramos. Terry Lynn Richard. Madison Shea. Claudia Swire. Luke Vale. Anik Witten. Congratulations to our child and youth care worker graduates. Now have the graduates from our Early Childhood Assistant Program. Reese Arsenault. Carol Cadena Sanchez. Jennifer Clark. Alexis Cook. Hannah Duran. Jessica Durant. Terry Lynn Johnson. Hannah Larder. Jarrett McDonald. Selena Martins. Laura Murphy. Graham Putnam. Gwyneth Richards. Haley Ricks. And Kate Stewart. Congratulations to our early childhood assistant grads. We now have the graduates from our Human Services program. Patience Adudu. Madeline Affleck. Amy Murphy. Carmen Campbell. Phoenix Campbell. Mackenzie Clement. Haley Cuddy Ferguson. Eva Cudmore. Gracie Frew. Ayush Gautam. Rai Good. Kemper Jesso. Emma Larson. Gabriella Livingston. Abby McLeod. Andrea Medura. Brooklyn McCarthy. Elijah Nichols Kunka. Mary Colette Neong. Simplis Karan Pangop. Cole Poirier. Dede Corshi. River Scanlon. Jeremy Stephen. And congratulations to our Human Services graduates. We now have the graduates from our Fundamental Arts program, Sophia Alvarez. Maya Bolio. Beatrice Brewster. Rowan Cameron. Grace Sierra. Jae-Yu Lee. Avery Livingston. Misty Ramsey. Tallulah McKenzie. Logan Vaglio. Congratulations to our fundamental arts graduates. We now have the graduates from our graphic design program, Jonathan Dixon. Kennedy Otomobi. Hayden Gallant. Caitlin Graham. Connor Greencorn. Danielle Hodnod. Yuki Ishibashi. Rui Han Liu. Brianna Longapi. Joel Morehouse. Deirdre Otis. Maddie Perry. Kate Ramsey. Yuhang Wu. Congratulations to our graphic design graduates. We now have the graduates from our journalism and communications programs. Demi Laura Akinyole. Noel Aronson. Jocelyn Gallant. Lauren McNeil. Rowan McGinnis. Naomi Mika Moore. Grady Hashi. Jack Murphy. Marvelous Ojo. Dean Marcus Ramos. Jerica Spades. And Izzy Thompson. Congratulations to our journalism and communications graduates. We have a graduate from our journalism and communications postgraduate program, Isabel De Silva Gill. We now have our music performance graduates, Danson Catalan. Paulina Cooper. Yulong Fan. Dawson Hall. Jesse McCormick. Zoe McKinnon. Mason McNeil. Henry McGinnis. Caitlin Robinson. And Betty Wang. Congratulations to our music performance graduates. We'll now have the graduates from our photography and videography program. Mackenzie Lyons. Malachi McMillan. Noble Angaya Newman. And Christy Odita. Congratulations to our photography and videography graduates. And I have the graduates from our video game art and animation program. Igor Afonso. Gunter. Maya Burnett. Cassidy Kavicki. Jaden DeVoe. Sarah Gignac. Drew Holland. Andrew Harisk. Danelle Lloyd. Scott Morrell. Julia Pinson. Kes Sabine. Flavio Serrano Salazar. And Lauren Walsh. Congratulations to our graduates from the video game art and animation program. Give our last graduates a minute to get back to their seats. I'd like to ask all the graduates to please stand. Gives me great pleasure to present to you the graduates of the class of 2026. You may be seated. As you now know, our President Sandy McDonald is retiring this June. Before I invite him to share his closing remarks, I'd like to take a moment on behalf of students, faculty, and staff to offer our sincere thanks. President Sandy has been an integral part of the college's growth and a champion for the student experience. His leadership and presence across our campuses will be deeply missed. Thank you, President Sandy, for everything you've done to support our students and our community. We wish you every happiness in your retirement and in the years ahead. And now please give a warm welcome to President Sandy McDonald, who will share his personal greetings and best wishes.
Thank you, Shelley, for those kind remarks. Madam Chair and Minister Sack, thank you, Minister Sack, for your kind remarks as well. I don't know where we'd be without our provincial government. Almost all the work we do here is in partnership with our provincial and federal governments, and without their support, we wouldn't be where we are. So, a great big thank you to you, Zach, and your government. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to our graduation. We have a new president coming in. She's doing the afternoon graduations, I'm doing the morning one. So we're splitting the job up until the end of June. But our chair, our stalwart chair, she's here for every graduation. So a round of applause. She has to sit through all these speeches and make them herself. So. Today is a day of thanks and congratulations. And in particular, three groups, of course, at any graduation that we need to thank. And the first is all of you parents and grandparents and supporters out there. Being a parent myself and a grandparent, I know how challenging it can be to make sure our young people get through their education. There's lots of cajoling and pushing and pulling and arguing, and sometimes, and it can always be a challenge as a parent. And so thanks and congratulations for all your work and efforts to support the students today who are graduating. And secondly, of course, is our staff, our operational staff who run the graduations and do all the work behind the scenes. And of course, our instructional staff, many of whom are standing down by the hall there. We spend an awful lot of time and effort at Holland College in ensuring that the relationship between our instructors and our students is as positive as it can be. And that really is the lifeblood of Holland College, and we are second to none in the country when it comes to that. So a great big thank you to all of you for the 101 hours you put in a week to do that sorts of things, because it's that relationship with the instructors that's important. When we have each year we celebrate a distinguished alumni, and without fail, when they come back to the college, they asked about their instructor. So that's a major part of our success here. And we couldn't do it without you, so thank you for your work. And of course, an enormous thank you and congratulations to all of our grads. There's a lot of other schools in this country you could have gone to and outside the country, but you chose Holland College, and we are very thankful for that. And we're hopeful that your experiences here were worth the time and the effort that you put in. So a great big congratulations and thanks to all of you. After you do as many graduations as I have, you think you'd run out of things to say, but that would not be the case. Yesterday I spoke to our graduates about the new world. About the fearfulness and anxiety in the world, about social media and COVID and the interaction and how it's changed our conversations about the world and about ourselves. I want to talk about quickly a couple of other things today that are important to your success as you go forward. And the first of these is failure. The first question you ask yourself, well, why is failure important to success? Because there probably isn't a single person in this room who hasn't experienced some sort of failure. And you cannot be successful in your life unless you've experienced some failure. It's an essential part of growing, an essential part of knowing, an essential part of getting better at what you do and who you are, is when you try and sometimes you fail. And it is often said, and I agree, that most of the greatest lessons we learn in life are from when we failed at something. So today's narrative, you sometimes hear, well, failure is painful. Failure is disappointing. Failure is something to be avoided. And no one likes to fail. No one likes to feel hurt. But it's an essential part of growing and being, as our valedictorian Scott said today, is being who you are. So as you move forward in life, the worst thing you do when it comes to failure is to begin avoiding tasks because you think you might fail. Because that's when you really learn the most, is when you take that chance on yourself and you say to yourself, I'm not sure I can do this, but I'm going to try. And sometimes you succeed, and sometimes you fail. And we know that some of our greatest discoveries in the history of human beings is when people have failed repeatedly and suddenly come up with the solution. And so as you move forward into your working life, and you're going to be doing lots of different things, some of you will work in different fields in which you've trained for. The important thing not to do is to begin avoiding and saying, well, I'm not sure I can do that. You begin to second guess yourself. You tend to fear failure. You say, well, I'll accept what I have to accept because I don't want to put myself out there. But I would encourage you to take that chance on yourself. To say, yes, I might fail, and yeah, it'll hurt, probably. But all things heal. Time heals all wounds. But if you continue to put yourself out there and continue to put your best effort forward, you will succeed. And I hope that's part of what we've taught you here at Holland College, that it's okay to try and fail. It's not okay to avoid and not try. So that'll be lesson number one. And the second lesson, the second suggestion, is about communication. And we hear all kinds of things these days on the importance of communication, of being, listening, talking, writing. And we do emphasize the talking part. I'm here today. We do emphasize the writing part. But we do not emphasize enough is the listening part, which is an essential form of communication. And this is where my concerns about social media come in. Because today, often, we tend to take a position on something and begin to close our ears to other ideas. We mistake a discussion for an argument. I have two children. They're very spirited, they're very bright, and sometimes we get in discussions and that kind of delve into arguments. And I ask them all the time, are we having an argument? Are you trying to convince me? Are we having a discussion where we're going to learn from one another? Because there is a big difference between those two issues. And often that we spend a lot of our time not listening to the other people, but trying to convince them of the rightness of our position or our cause. And that creates an awful lot of problems in our society, in our community, when we stop listening to other people. Because that's when we learn the most. So I would encourage you, as you go forward, that the most you're going to learn in life is listening to the people that you disagree with. And often you hear people say, well, you know, you're not agreeing with me, or you're not listening to me. And I'm fond of saying, well, yeah, I am listening to you. I just don't agree with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when we stop listening and we're trying to convince others of the rightness of our cause, we're not learning anymore. So I would encourage you to, as you're focused on your communication, on your speaking and your writing, that you spend as much time on those things, but at least more on listening. Because then you'll learn, especially from those with whom you initially will disagree. Because a lot more common ground in most positions we have than we realize. And we see across the world what happens. We can see it in the United States, what happens in their political system. When people stop listening to one another and start accusing one another, we get dysfunction. And hopefully, I don't think we have that here in our community. We don't have that here in our country. We sometimes can lean that way. But it's important that we listen to the people in our community, that we listen to others' opinions, and to say, well, maybe I agree, and maybe you've got some good ideas, and maybe I disagree. But it's when we stop listening that we start going backwards. So in conclusion, as you go forward in the labor market, I'm confident that the college here has prepped you well for the initial stages of the workforce. And as you go forward, remember, Take that chance on yourself. Don't listen to that little voice that tells you can't do things. It's okay to fail, but it's not okay not to try. And second, make sure as you're talking to people or you're having your disagreements, there could be minor disagreements, it could be major disagreements. Remember that the onus is on you to listen as hard as you can listen. And then you'll find some common ground. So again, congratulations on your big day, and thanks again for coming to Holland College.
Thank you, Sandy. Our graduation exercises are complete. Thank you for joining us today. We ask that you wait for the departure of our platform guests and graduates before leaving your seats. Once the recessional has concluded, you can connect with your graduates. Our campus store is open if you want to wish to visit. Grad gowns can be returned to the CAS building once you've had a chance to take pictures with your family and friends. And if anybody needs assistance, our staff is happy to help. So I might ask you now to please rise for the departure of our platform guests and our graduates.